Alright, so here goes the ATV. I'm gonna give you guys a real close look at how this whole thing operates. So first off, this has a 125cc 4-speed motor on this. So this is the gear shifter right here. It's in neutral right now, so if you're clicking down, that's first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. You don't need any clutch. It's a clutchless. That's what semi-automatic means. It means it's half automatic, half clutch. Alright, so after you get to fourth gear, if you click it again, it'll hit you into neutral. And then after neutral, it goes into first. So let's say you're doing like top speed, right? You don't want to be going like close to 65 miles and go into first gear. Because what happens if you do that, it's basically gonna like stop your engine. Not stop your engine, but it's like basically, it's almost stalling. Because it's basically like, imagine going 60 miles and then just slamming the brakes. That's what it does. And that actually happened to me. But luckily, I'm experienced enough where I know how to control it. Because the bike was like drifting left and right. The wheels were just spinning. So make sure you know what gear you're in. They actually do make neutral light indicators, but I don't have one. So that's just a possibility. Now, this right here, this blue thing, it actually came off of a go-kart seat. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it with it, but I like it because whatever used to be here is not. So I usually just pull it back, put the gas, put it back down. No biggie. To take the seat off, what you do is you grab this clamp right here, and it pops up. Pull it out. Underneath here is a wire harness. Simple enough. This is the only thing that's not plugged in besides this. I forgot what this goes to, but it's nothing important. Matter of fact, I think it was like something for the handlebars or switch or some shit. Sorry for the language. There's two wires in there, if you can see, right in there. But there's only one there, you can see the other one's pushed back in there, and that plugs into this. What this does, there's a button right here, and it's just like a shut off. So like, let's say somebody's riding and then riding too fast, or let's say you let somebody ride the bike and then you're trying to steal it. This tire secret string on you or whatever, and then as soon as this comes out, boom, bike shuts off, just like that. On off switch right here, electric start button. The battery is dead. I don't have a charger. I have a battery charger for a car, but it doesn't work to charge the battery. But I can electric start the bike. That's how I'm going to use it. So, and the bike idle's perfect. Everything's good on it. The only thing that really was bugging me is I lost the correct screw for this, so then it does this. But that's not a biggie. I'm going to actually try to see if I can find the screw. If anything, I'll just put a bolt through it, and then put a nut on the other side. Alright, oh yeah, this has just been changed, the brake fluid. What else? Oil's just been changed, brand new spark plug. Bike is ready to go. Yeah. I used to have an airbox on it, but I decided I'm just gonna keep it. Cause I might just get another bike in the future. It came off of a KLX 110. It actually does work pretty well. I did feel like an increase in like horsepower and acceleration, torque, all that. But it works well without it. Bike idles and all that. So all you gotta do is to start it right here. There's a wire right here that leads to right here to this, the electric start engine. It's right here. This is usually on the solenoid right here. And the solenoid, if you don't know about bikes, this wire right here leads to the battery. This leads to the electric start engine. So the solenoid is basically an on-off switch, which is actually supposed to be governed by this. So, you know. But let me show you what happens when you give it power. For people who don't really know a lot about bikes, this is what it looks like when you take the cover off. This engine has teeth on it. It has like a gears or whatever, a sprocket, and it turns this chain, and then it spins this. Once you spin this, it spins this. Once you spin this, it spins this, and this leads to the sprocket. That's why you can push start it And with this, it's super easy to push start. Super easy, especially since it rolls back. Since it's semi-auto, you can push it back. With clutch engines, you can't push it back, which is annoying sometimes. But if you have the clutch, you can obviously push it back. I don't have clutch cable on that. But let me get back to this. To push start, you can lift it up, run with it a couple feet, and drop it, and then it will start to roll on its own. Because if you just try to push it while it's sitting in first gear, it's annoying. It's not gonna go anywhere unless you have like 6 people. But if you just have just you by yourself, you can pick it up, drop it, and it'll start easy. But it would be a good idea to have this on, the little button on, attached to you, just in case you push start and something goes wrong out of the blue. I don't know, because then it would just automatically shut it off. Because I've actually been dragged by this quad, starting it up, push starting it, and then I didn't want to let it go, so got ripped up my whole pants and everything. Let me show you how the electric started. So that wire that goes to this chain, as you see, look, it's the same thing, the cover and everything. This wire right here, this is the positive wire, and this leads to the solenoid right here. Alright? So what I like to do, there's a nut right here, as you can see there's a nut. I took the nut off right now, so you can just pop it off. Take the, let's say, you can also do this like if you're jumping from a car battery, let's say you break down or something, and then you don't feel like push starting it or anything. Just touch it like this. I actually like to wrap it around. Let me wrap it around real quick. The shit always drops. Always drops. Alright. So that's positive. Here goes negative right here. And the negative, you see how it's grounded right here. You have to ground it to the frame. That's basically negative. Negative is ground. This is the wire. Well, actually, this wire is supposed to be there, and this is supposed to be here, but either way, works the same. So once you touch that, it should start up. It should start the electric start motor, as you see. So, let me start it up for you guys. But I always like to do this, even though sometimes it doesn't really matter. But this is a cold start right now. Cold start. It starts up and it idles. This is the first time I'm starting it all day. 4, 5. Let's see how she gives today. Oh, that's new. Oh, you know what? Let me choke it for a minute. That always happens sometimes. Oh, matter of fact. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, let me put the phone down real quick. That's just a choke. I actually think I have to adjust the carburetor. It sounds like you give it too much gas. Well, you see, it idles. It's just that I fucked with that. I'm actually supposed to mess with the carburetor, but I realized I can just adjust it from here. But as you see, it runs idles. I can start it up right now and it'll probably idle for like an hour. It has fresh gas, fresh oil, fresh spark plugs, fresh everything.